Carla and I met through a mutual friend, and that's really why we've been able to partner and bring this certification to the world now. Because it's online, we've been able to work with people in so many different countries. But one of my reasons for wanting this course to get more people certified, that is really my mission, is the more people that certify, the more people that can help children in all areas of well-being. So it's not just the physical, but it's also the mental that has become a massive problem that we may not talk about very vocally, but a lot of children, especially during this pandemic, I feel like it's double problem, really need the support of ways to be able to calm themselves down, connect with their emotions, and truly just techniques that we teach in this course, like breathing and mindfulness and creative movement and team building, and with Carla's special abilities and all of that. Children need these skills, and we need women and people in just general to come in and certify and go and spread it into different avenues. And the only way we can reach so many children is collectively doing it together. And so that is my why. That's why I'm doing this course, and why we get so excited to invite new people in and have them walk through the 3-month experience and come out, be willing to share it and have the confidence to do it and feel like they really learned a lot, not just about how they can help children, but they also invoked their own inner child as well. And that began to come out in them. And so the feedback that we've got is how much it's helped the individual, whether you're a teacher, a parent, or doing other work with children, but also how much it's helped them feel more childish, like play more, take things lighter, and really expand into many of the things that yoga gives us, which is very much a feeling practice. So that's really the reason I'm so adamant to have people register to this course, certify, go out there in the world and share it with other children. And I wanted to teach you a few things, right? Carla, do you want to add anything to your why?
Yes, of course. Hello, and thank you for joining us. The main reason for me to actually jump into this project a while back, it was actually a few years ago, was because we saw the need in children in this part of the world, in the Middle East, to actually embrace the practice of yoga and mindfulness. I was coming from the UK, where at the time yoga was pretty open for children, and there were a lot of us out there teaching nurseries, teaching secondary schools and primary, teaching yoga in different languages. So it was always very embraced. And when I came over here, it was a little bit like starting it all over again. I did manage to open a mindfulness club or a wellness club in my school, and it was really successful. But then I discussed with our common friends the need to actually get the children out there, and we came up to this conclusion that we had to train them because we just didn't have enough teachers in the region. I mean, it was pretty much unheard of. I'm talking about almost a decade ago. So doing kids yoga? Kids don't do yoga. How are kids going to do yoga? How do you do that? It's not possible. I was coming up with these questions all the time, these challenges. But we did it, and we actually did really well. And ever since, yoga for children has been growing and expanding. I specialize a lot on special needs children, so yoga for different abilities, let them be physical or mental or emotional, different limitations. So that's also an aspect that I cover in the course, and that I think it's fundamental that we adapt the yoga to children that perhaps are limited in many other ways, but through yoga they can access so much more. And that is one of my babies. That's one of my passions too. So I hope you will enjoy that. And I will leave you with Sasha. She's going to talk us through some of her activities, and then I will close with a meditation for older children.
Yeah, so I wanted to actually teach you a little bit from the course and to show you some practices that you're going to learn. I think the best way for us to learn is to do it and to practice everything. So we're going to come up to stand, and we're going to practice a breathing technique together. So come on up to stand wherever you're at, if you can. And we are going to come up to stand really tall. And I'd love for you to envision that you are going to be using your breath to go on a balloon ride. And we're going to use our breath to fill up our body and begin to get more energized together. Okay, so join us here. So you can take your hands like this and hold them as if you're holding a balloon. And then together we're going to blow it up. So take a deep breath in through your nose and blow into your balloon through your mouth. Watch it grow. Try it again. Wow, it got bigger. Let's try it one more time. See if we can pump more air. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. I think we can do better than this. Let's take another breath in. One more. Very good. All right, join me in twirling and flying your hot air balloon. Anywhere you can go through the magic of your mind. Very good. Now let's take a moment to take a deep breath in and bring our balloon down to the ground. Take a deep breath. And empty. Join me down here. Well done. So that is such a great breathing technique, especially to transition children from one part of an activity in the classroom or the home to another part. You can take a hot air balloon ride to do that. Our next activity we're going to do is coordination and using our brain a little bit more actively. So go ahead and come to sit. Give me your two hands, okay? So one of our hands will be used. See which one you want to use, whatever you're most comfortable with, and put it on top of your crown. Very good. Now can you put that same hand on your heart? And then you're going to put it on your tail, right behind and below your low back, okay? Now we're going to play a game called Crown, Heart, Tail, and it's great for coordination. You can use it anytime you're working with kids, okay? So one hand up, we're going to do crown, heart, tail, heart, tail, crown, tail, heart, tail, crown, tail, heart, tail, crown, tail, heart, crown, tail. Well done following. Now can you do it with your eyes closed? Let's see if you can do it with your eyes closed. So go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath with me with your eyes closed. Put your hand up. And when you hear me call, you're going to find your hand to that space in the body. Heart, tail, crown, heart, crown, tail, crown, heart, tail, crown, heart, crown, tail, heart, crown, tail. Very good. You did a good job focusing there, Carla. Well done. Okay, so that is a really good coordination game. It helps to build the coordination with the neural pathways in the brain, and it's so good for all ages because I find they all have fun doing that. You can mix it up and change it up with the names. It also gets them familiar of the certain parts of their body that we actually bring reference to when we're teaching a children's yoga and mindfulness full class as well. Okay, lastly, I'm going to have you come up to stand and balance like a tree. So if you can come all the way up to stand, I'll show you how to come into your tree pose. And guess what? You can use a wall as well if you'd like some support. So you're going to put your strong trunk all the way down into one leg and bring your other foot a little bit higher, maybe to your ankle or your calf, under your knee, please. And then with your body nice and strong, can you pull your belly in and then make your branches extend out into your leaves to find your tree. Now I'm going to see if I can blow your tree down. But you are so good at balancing, I think you'll be able to keep still. And I'm going to tell you a little secret of how you can balance. You can look at one spot that doesn't move on the floor. Give it a try. So let's see how you're balancing there. Okay, I'm going to give you a good blow, Miss Carla. Let's see. She got a little bit shaky, but she didn't fall. Let's try again. Miss Carla eats her vegetables, that's for sure. That's how she's so strong. Well done. Okay, put that foot down. Let's try it on the other side. Good balance. So you're now going to take your other trunk and make it really, really strong into the dirt. And take the other foot either at your ankle or a little higher at your lower leg. Below your knee, please. Make your belly strong. That's going to help you not topple like this. Strong, strong belly, reach your arms out, become into your tree. Take a deep breath in. This time I'm not going to blow you down, but I want you to know that we have so many different feelings all day. And I want us to imagine that our tree is having these feelings. So can you show me your happy tree? What does your happy tree look like? Yeah, I'll do that one too. Show me your proud tree. You feel really proud that you did something. Ooh, let's try the proud tree. Okay, show me your nervous tree. When you get a little bit nervous about something. Let's try Carla's nervous tree. Good. Okay, show me your angry tree. Sometimes you get really angry at things, don't you? Ah, very nice. Okay, one more feeling, boys and girls. Show me your confused tree. When you don't really understand something and you feel a little confused, but you don't know how to ask. Oh, that's a good one. Well done. Come on down to your feet. Walk them out, walk them out. Okay, come down to sit with me. So we have so many different feelings and we can use them in our poses to get more connected to our emotions, and we know that we can have many emotions and being in all of them is okay, and they happen to all of us, even adults. Did you know adults also have these type of emotions every single day? Okay, so now I have had you do a few really fun things. So I think Miss Carla is going to lead us through a mindfulness practice, and then we'll open it up to questions. Are you really leading us through a mindfulness practice?
Yes. So everybody come to a seated position. Find yourselves very, very comfortable. If you are on the floor, if you are on a chair, you can also lie down. This is really up to you. Find a super easy position for your body, wherever it is that you're at. You can cross your legs, you can connect your thumbs and your index fingers, so you're making a circle. This is our fire and our air fingers connecting, so they help us concentrate. And you can place the front of your hand on your thigh, on the top of your knee, very softly, very gently, and keep your palm facing up. Keep your hand totally relaxed. Now, as we begin this practice, let's all take a moment to welcome and congratulate ourselves in actually being here and taking this time to be present, to go inside into our own lives. Let's take a few moments to feel that we are in the mind and body with a mindful check-in. Feeling any sensations, any holdings, any tightness in the body, as well as feeling into your mood, feeling into your emotions, and just acknowledging whatever is being felt and letting it be. Just feeling how we are with awareness and acknowledging whatever there is to be felt. Feel free to close your eyes, scan your body through, and relax. Very, very gently now, withdrawing the awareness from the mindful check-in, let's bring our attention to the breath. Being mindful of the breath in the abdomen, expanding on an inhale as we take a breath in, and falling on an exhale as we breathe out. And again, breathing in and breathing out with awareness. Breathing normally and breathing naturally. Feeling the rise and the fall of your abdomen. This type of mindful breathing can help calm us down when we are feeling anxious, feeling fearful. So just be mindful of the breath coming in and out, breathing in and out with awareness is a very useful tool to keep us calm, to bring us back to our safety and help us relax. If we find the silences our mind has wandered off, compassionately, gently making them note wandering and coming back to the breath and the abdomen, breathing in and breathing out with awareness, slowing our lives down, taking it one inhalation and one exhalation at a time, breathing in and breathing out with awareness, moment to moment. Very gently now, withdrawing your awareness from the breath, we'll shift our focus to our upper body scan, feeling into this upper body, into the world of sensations, thoughts, and emotions, and acknowledging whatever is being experienced. Just like a meteorologist will objectively report the weather and the outside, we, as mindfulness practitioners, are like internal meteorologists reporting the weather objectively on the inside. What's going on inside our body, inside our mind? How are we feeling? How are we doing today? Whatever it is that we're feeling in the body, in the mind, let's just acknowledge whatever is being felt and let it be. Feeling into your back with awareness, letting the awareness begin to rise up into each of the shoulders and into your shoulder blades. Let them relax. Allow them to soften. Gently bringing your awareness down each of your upper arms, into your elbows, into your forearms, your wrists, your hands, feeling the sensations from the shoulders to the fingertips, and letting be. Now withdrawing the awareness from the shoulders to the fingertips and placing our attention into the belly. It's our system of digestion, assimilation, feeling into the belly with awareness. Whatever sensations that may be felt, tightness, nervousness, just rightness, whatever there is, acknowledge it and let us be as we feel into our guts, into the belly with awareness. Now allow this feeling to rise up. Bring your awareness into the skin of your chest, on top of your heart, into your breast, into your sternum and ribcage. Feel into the great systems of ventilation, the lungs, respiratory circulation of your heart. Feeling into the chest with awareness and being mindful of whatever comes up in the body. Letting any waves of thoughts, emotions, sensations ripple and restore wherever they need to go. Feeling into the chest with awareness. And slowly bringing the awareness from the chest back up into the shoulders one more time. Feeling the shoulders and its connections into the neck and the throat being present. And from your shoulders, your neck, and your throat come a little further up into your jaw. It's one of the most exercised joints in the body. It's the home of our communication, the home of how we take in food, feeling into the jaw, into the mouth, into the teeth, the tongue, the gums, and letting be. feeling into your face, your cheeks, your sinus passages, your temples, your head and your forehead, feeling into the eyes and the muscles around the eyes, feeling into the facial structure, into the top, into the back of the head, feeling sensations and letting be. Take a big breath in and softly breathe out. Listen to your body, to the feelings and sensations with compassion. There is no need to push ourselves any more than we can handle, but just working with the edges, feeling into the anxiety, into the worries, and acknowledging as we learn to be with things as they are, we may discover the underlying causes of our fear and our worries. Now, very gently, withdrawing from the mindful inquiry practice, let's just come back to the breath again. In and out, feeling your breath into the abdomen, the belly expanding on the inhale, and falling down on the exhale. Breathing in and breathing out softly, staying present within the space. Slowly take a few moments to allow your body to fully relax. And slowly bringing yourselves back to the space. Allow your body to do whatever it needs to. Welcome back. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed the mindfulness practice that started at older kids because, of course, it requires a little bit more depth and length. So we wanted for you to have a little bit of a variety there in the range that we offer.
Yeah, so I think that Carlos works more with the older groups, and so that's what she brings to the training is more being able to offer like creative expression and breathing and mindfulness for older kids. And then I do a lot of the younger kids mindfulness. I would simply just have the child bring up, like I'm just going to take a prop that's on my son's desk here, like a cylinder, and I'd be like, okay, you know, we're going to, with the magic of our mind, think of this filled all up with bubble mix. And then we're going to take a deep breath in, and we're going to look at it all full with bubble mix. And as we exhale, we're going to blow the bubble mix out. Wow, look at that bubble. Can you watch your bubble all the way as it goes higher and higher and higher? It's getting smaller. Now look at that. It pops. It's gone. Should we try it again? Let's fill our wand again with bubble mix. Ready? Take a deep breath in. Blow your bubble. Wow, look at all the colors. Look at the shape. Look at how far it's moving from you. It's getting so small. See it pop. And now this time we're going to think of a worry that we may have. It could be a worry about school or something at home or something to do with friends. And we are going to fill our bubble mix with our worry inside it this time. So think of a worry that you may have been feeling, something you feel worried about. And now take a deep breath in and blow that worry out through your mix. Watch your worry move into your bubble and go further and further away from you. Now watch it pop. So that would be a technique we could do for younger kids. So we want to introduce them to mindfulness, but we have to do it in a creative and more imagination that's linked more to things that they're exposed to, like bubbles, for example. So you've been so patient. Do you have any questions for us about the course?
Hi everyone. Can you just tell us simply those over the course of the weekend, that segment or that time is split over what are we going to do?
Okay, all right. So yeah, we have 3 hours online together because more than that is a little bit too much, I find. So it's a balance of movement. So we will always do an actual class where we'll come in and we will take the role of a child and I will teach you what an actual class feels and looks like. We'll then move into breaking that class down and try to figure out, well, how do I teach the breathing? Where do the games come in? How does it get put together? And then we'll look at different segments of our manual. So in our manual, we have some philosophy of yoga, like the lineage and the history and how it relates to kids. We also have the benefits of certain parts of the practices, what research has been shown to benefit meditation in kids, breathing in kids, mindfulness, movement, the brain. And then we'll also look at going into like groups and doing some case studies together, doing some like the actual theory. So it'll be a balance of movement, of theory and mind work, and then of practice, actually getting a chance to practice what you're learning in our groups. Yeah, so you're not just sitting there listening. You're going to be doing stuff the whole time because you need to practice it so you can really absorb it.
Yeah, I am excited. I was telling Carla that I've got 5 kids.
Oh, wow.
I've got 16-year-olds and I've got 8-year-olds. And I've been practicing yoga for as long as I can remember, but I've only brought the practice home. It's been 4 years. I've been doing it purely at home. And the kids have joined me in and out, but I just can't keep to, I can't get them to love it or concentrate or stay with me on long periods. And, especially now with the whole, all the lockdown periods and all that. So the kids they're not kids anymore. They're just so much more mature and, they have very short concentration spans and they quickly get bored and, with tablets and, the digital world and all that. And I really want them to, calm down and come down to the mat with me. So I was watching your class and I was watching, the mindfulness, thing that Kyla did. And I'm just thinking, will I get their attention? So I'm really keen to learn all the different techniques because, I see my kids and I see others as well. And they're just so hyper. How do you get them to calm down and attract their attention? It's nice to see, all these things, with the balloon and imagine yourself a tree, but do kids or kids my kids' age still are interested with this stuff? Does it trigger them? I'm really into learn.
My son is 8. My oldest son is 8, so he still really enjoys it. I think that they're gonna like some parts of what you teach them, of course, but I truly believe that when you're teaching anybody, like from an adult to a kid, if you come across as we will show you how to make it fun, how to make it like from a space of compassion and kindness and support and that sort of energy. And when you come with that energy and you make it fun and you be like, oh, let's just try this, then I do believe they will respond well to it. Absolutely. I mean, we've had a lot of graduates that have said that they're working with kids from all ages. You do have to kind of find your style in it, but then going through the course is how you do that, right? You figure out like, what do I feel most connected to, and how do I feel that I'm going to be able to offer this? So we give you like everything you need to know, and then we'll support you in trying to distinguish your style. Like Carla's style is different from mine. Yours will be different from the previous graduate. So it is really about figuring it out. I think it's amazing that you are a mom of 5 and that you want to do this for them now, because it's not too late to bring this to their life, and they need it more than ever. So congratulations for even showing up to this call and being able to put that time in, because you obviously care. You want to bring this to them, and you know it's going to help them because it's helped you.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward, guys.
Good. We can't wait.
It's a lot of fun. I'll just add onto everything that Sasha said, the fun element and the aspect of you playing with your kids as a parent is something that they perhaps won't expect. And playing through yoga, playing through movement and mindfulness is something that I think comes in as a big surprise. And I've seen a lot of the kids, now that we're from home and the kids have been around, I've seen a lot of kids in the background when we're doing the parents are doing the course and we're actually doing the practical part. And then it's like, anybody in the background would like to join? Like, okay, you were caught in the act. And it's just like, okay, share your mat, share your space, use your floor, whatever it is that you have, and join us. And they've actually bonded in really, really well. It just takes 1 minute to break the ice. And then the kids are flowing and they're enjoying it, and they're being the tree and they're playing with the tree. And we're doing the 1, 2, 3, turn into a palm tree, or any of the other games. And then the parents' feedback was that, like, my kid didn't actually want to join. I was telling him, come on, get ready. We're doing a kids yoga class and this is my course and come and support me. And the kid's like, no, thank you. And then when they see it in action, it's like, well, actually, that looks fun. I'm going to come and join in. Even the pets join in, which is, it's really cute. So I'm a big animal person. So we have the cats and the dogs on the mats too, together with everybody else. So it's a lot of fun. And it's really, you see, there's yoga for all. Regardless of abilities, regardless of age, it's just an opportunity to have fun for 45 minutes to an hour and have fun together.
And bond, like if you've got those 5 already, like you want to have something to bond them to each other too. And when you're practicing like partner poses in kids yoga, or you're doing a creative game, because we have a huge section in the manual that's all creative games. So when you're doing that, you have like, you're so engaged in the present moment of it that you naturally just get into it. That way, kids yoga is very different from an adult yoga class, because there are a lot of creative games and there's a lot of opportunity to use our imagination to access different games we can play with each other that still include the pose, the breathing, the mindfulness, the working of the certain muscles, the coordination and the balance.
One last thing. Will you also teach us sequences? I mean, if I want to pull something together for them, and I want to live, you'll teach me what's the right, flow between sequences. Okay, great.
Yeah, because this is not like a short 20-hour course, which Carla and I have seen offered more common than a 95-hour course. So because this is a detailed course and it's to the maximum amount of hours that it can be, we do teach sequencing as well. So you will learn like, how do I start? Then where do I go after that? Where do I put the sun salutations? Okay, where can I put the creative games? How do I incorporate breathing? Where should I be doing some mindfulness? What does my shavasana look like? My relaxation? So you will learn all those components as we move through the course. Definitely by the 2nd month in, you're going to have a better idea of what that looks like.
Yeah, there's a lot of work on building, on structuring, on planning, on juggling things around, like where do I fit in the game? How do I warm up? How many elements do I need? in the core section of the class, we do spend a lot of time working through that. And also you see a lot of modeling. So you see in different class themes and also targeted to different age groups, how we go through the structure of a class and how it flows and how it can make sense. And you go through a story or you go through an adventure, and how all those elements actually work out and fit in together, and it's a perfect yoga class. And it's tailored to their needs, it's tailored to their age, it's tailored to their interests, it's tailored to their ability. Of course, you're going to have exceptions. You're going to have very young kids that have different interests, but it's rare that they don't join in. They might challenge you when you start teaching different kids. You come across, of course, different personalities, and sometimes your expectation is just like very different from the reality. But there's always a happy medium in which you can meet, and you learn, through the course how to manage that. And like Sasha said, you will find your style.
Yeah, that's really important to us, that each trainee walks away with their own unique way and what they're most passionate to teach. Like some trainees have walked away just wanting to teach mindfulness and meditation. Other trainees have walked away knowing that they only want to work with a certain age group. Like from our previous group, Imani had walked away saying she's only working with ages 3, 4, 5. That's it.
Yeah.
Right? So like everybody discovers what they want from it as they move through the course. They start to realize, well, yeah, I feel more connected to this versus that. And we don't want them to feel like they have to do it all, because they don't. The whole point of coming to this course is to figure out what lights you up, what gets you excited. Because then you're going to go and work with those children, and you're going to be able to give them so much, just because you're coming from a space that is feeling really warm and purposeful for you. Do you have any more questions?
One thing that also came to mind, I'm sorry I'm taking over Isabella's time. You said there's a lot of theory. Anything that I need to prepare for you? I'm just trying to think how much time I will have to make for.
So I was just doing the homework document, Carla. So I've been trying to edit this document to make it like more user friendly. So Carla and I were trying to figure out visually how can we make this, nice for our students to look through, because online it's challenging that way, right? Like you want to make it very easy to understand. So we do have like a task worksheet that you do. And so let's say you come to Friday class and then you're done. We're probably not going to assign any homework on a Friday just because it's already going to be later and you'll be tired. So then on the Saturday, you come to class and then you'll be done. And then after that, you may have another hour of things that you're going to look at your homework list and be like, okay, I'll eat lunch. And then later in the day, I'm going to go and address some of these practice. I have to go teach my kids something, or teach my students something, or teach your friend's kids something, or teach an adult person something. So then I get the practice. And then you will have different, like you're going to have an observation class that you have to watch, which is me teaching my kids. And I want you to watch it as the observer, because when you're actually in the training, you're a participant. But when you're watching as an observer, you're actually able to catch so much, and it's going to ingrain faster in your mind as well. So there are homework tasks. What do we say, Carla? Like maybe an additional 2 hours for that week, right? Following the training week?
Yeah, I would say 2 to 3 hours maximum throughout.
For that whole week before the next week. Right. So if you need to put it onto the weekend, or you need to splash it into the weekdays, 30 minutes, that sort of thing, it's possible.
Yeah, it depends on how you break it down, and it depends also on the modules we're covering each weekend.
Yeah, and we have on this one, we have a break. We had a big break because I was scheduled to go to Kenya, which might not happen. And so we had taken this big break in between. So I kind of redid the whole syllabus. So I think this will work out nice, because they're going to have a good chunk to be able to make up anything that they didn't get to the first half of the course.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, amazing.
Okay, Isabella, do you have any questions, sweets?
Hi, I just wanted to ask about the schedule. Has it changed, or is it fixed? And the manual, do we follow that throughout the classes as well? So will we receive that prior, or will we receive it when we start the classes?
Yeah, those are great questions. So the manual will be sent to you I think it's usually sent 4 days, 3 or 4 days before the start of the course. It's virtually like through your email. So you will get it in your inbox and you can download it. You can go get it printed. You can get ready to have it with you on your first day of your class. And we will refer to the manual a lot during the course of the training because it's really where we have our main concept and then we evolve it and practice it. So even in the homework task, it'll say something like, go to the manual and look at this. Or it might say, okay, read this from the manual, then go practice it, that sort of thing. And then for the schedule, due to the weekend change, right? So we also work with participants from Saudi. We've actually had a good number coming in from Saudi, Qatar, Bahrain, and those other GCC countries. And so to have moved ours to Saturday, Sunday would have been a bit of an issue because then they don't get the Sunday off. So we were looking for like a favorable solution, which was the Fridays, 4 to 7 p.m. And then the Saturdays, 10 in the morning to 1 in the afternoon. Now, of course, it's an online training, so there's a lot of, everything's recorded. So we do want you to be at all the classes, but if something comes up and you're like, I can't be there the first 30 minutes, or I have to miss the last 30 minutes, you get a recording and you get to go back and watch it again, which is really interesting because in person you can't do that. You can't record it and watch it again.
Okay, thank you. No, that's great. I'll keep an eye out for the manual on my email.
Okay, yeah, because you're already registered, right?
Yeah, it will get sent out to everybody that's registered like for 3-4 days before the course starts. So you have time, if you wish to print it off, you have time to download it, take to the printers, and then do a hard copy. There's 2 manuals actually. There's the main one and then my one for special needs, which we will refer to when we do the special needs module, and it's also very useful content and information in that one too. So,
Okay.
so it's really good stuff.
Isabella, do you have
that's
any more
great.
questions for us?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, do we have assessments per module, or would it be at the different stages of the course?
It's different stages. So what will happen is for the first few classes, it's more just about like getting into the swing of it, really starting to get the grasp and idea of how things work, doing a bit more theory and philosophy and yoga and how it relates to children that we want to cover. And then you're going to start about third weekend, you'll start to get like, okay, you've got an assignment this weekend, you totally know how to do it because we've taught you, and you're going to get to access your creativity and put that together and deliver it for us. And then you'll get another assignment, which you'll put it together and deliver for us. It's all part of the homework. So as we move through the course and we learn new things, we will want to also see that you are learning it and that you can show us that you understand it to a certain degree. We're not looking for perfection. We're just looking to see that you get it, and you might have a challenge in one area and you may really enjoy another part, but that it's all kind of part of your evolving into certifying and becoming your children's yoga and mindfulness teacher in your style.
Okay, that's great. No, thank you. Yeah, that's perfect. I don't have any more questions actually. That's great. Really informative. Thank you.
Well, thank you both, Rawa and also Isabella, for just being here today and being curious to know more, and so that we can actually have this recorded, we can share it with other people that are curious who couldn't make it today. And we thank you for your time and your excitement. And once again, the more people and the more women, and we must work with women, the more women that we have coming into this course, the more children we can help collectively together. The way that things are going now, like I honestly want to cry when I think of how much our children are being affected by this time and period. And I think I'm more passionate about doing this course and having more people certified because we just need you. We need you to come in and go out there and share it with as many people as you can, from one person to however many you may share it with. At the end, you are making a difference just by coming onto this course and being willing to certify and to teach children something that they don't learn in school and that they need to know and will help them.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you,
Can't
Aura.
wait.
Bye, Isabella.
Namaste.
Thank you. It was
very
lovely
much
meeting all of
for joining
you.
us this afternoon. We will share the recording with you as soon as it's made available. And we very much look forward to seeing you on January 28th, that Friday when we start.
Okay. Bye, great ones.
Everyone, bye now.